Good morning, students. Welcome you all for Next Generation Learning. Today, we are going to see the subject Science and Class 4. The topic is Purification of Water. Under this topic, we are going to learn the important words and their meanings, activity, and water purification method. Watch a video clearly. Here I discussed one activity. You have to do this activity in your home and take a photo and send to me. And also you have to write what are the words you have learnt from this topic. So listen carefully. The first we are going to see the activity. For aim of this activity is how to remove impurities present in the water. Here the new word impurities impurities impurities. I think you don't know the meaning of this impurities. So I will tell you what is the meaning of this impurities. The impurities is nothing but the unwanted that make water unfit for drinking are known as impurities. Example, dust, waste and salt. When dust, waste and salt are mixed with pure water, it makes the water into impure. So these are called impurities. So in this activity, we are going to learn how to remove these impurities present in the water. For doing this activity, we have to take 3 glass tumblers. If you don't have a glass tumblers, you can take the normal tumblers also. And pure water, sand, stone, salt, dried leaves, papers and some other sticks. Again I will tell you what are the things you have to take. You have to take 3 glass tumblers, pure water, sand, stone, salt, dried leaves and papers. And procedure for this activity is fill each tumbler with 3 by 4 of water. The next step, in the first tumbler, add dried leaves and papers. In second tumbler, add the sand and stone. In third tumbler, do not add anything. So what impurities are present in the first tumbler? Dried leaves and papers are present in the first tumbler. So these are the impurities in the first tumbler. In second tumbler, sand and stone are the impurities. In third tumbler, I said do not add anything. Whether the impurities are present in that tumbler, in that water or not. Some impurities are present in that water, but we cannot see. So what such type of impurities? That is bacteria. So bacteria is also one of the impurity. It is present in water. It is invisible to our eye. Now I ask some question to you. Look at these 3 tumblers and you have to answer it. How to remove the dried leaves and paper from the first tumbler? The second question, how to remove the sand and stone from the second tumbler? The third question, how to remove bacteria from the third tumbler. We are going to see answer for such questions. You know that we are getting water from tap, well, river and other sources is not fit for drinking purposes because impurities are present in that water. If you drink the impure water, we might fall ill. And there are the number of diseases such as cholera, diarrhea, typhoid that are caused by the consumption of impure water. How to pronounce the word cholera? Cholera. Diarrhea, diarrhea, diarrhea. The next one, typhoid fever, typhoid. So when you are taking impure water, some diseases are attacked you that are cholera, diarrhea and typhoid. So impurities in the water might be easy to spot if they are insoluble. So how do you know that the impurities are present in the water? When we are putting dried leaves and papers, the dried leaves and papers are visible to our eye, and also it is not mixed with water, it is insoluble. So we can easily spotify that this water contains some impurities. But however, some impurities like harmful germs and dissolved salt are hard to see, but we cannot see bacteria and germs present in the water. So some impurities we can spotify easily, but some impurities we cannot. So we are going to see the answer for the first question. How to remove the dried leaves and paper from the first tumbler? The answer is filtration method is used to purify the dried leaves float on surface of water. So filtration is one of the purified method. Using this filtration method, we can remove dried leaves and papers from the impure water. In second one, how to remove the sand and stone from the second tumbler. Sand and stone does not dissolve in water. What is meant by does not dissolve? Because we can see the sand and stone present in that water. It does not mixed with water. It does not mixed means it is dissolved. So it can be purified by the method of sedimentation and decantation. This is also purifying methods. How to pronounce the word sedimentation? sedimentation, sedimentation, and decantation, decantation, decantation. Using these methods, we can remove sand and stone from the impure water. How to remove the bacteria from the third tumbler water? We know that bacteria is invisible to our eye. It can be removed by boiling and chlorination method. So boiling and chlorination also one of the purifying methods. Now we are going to see briefly how we can use the different type of purified methods. Water must be cleaned to get rid of these impurities. The process that help in purification of water are as mentioned below. The first process is filtration process. For doing this filtration process, the important things are needed. One is filter paper. If you don't have a filter paper in your home, everybody have a strainer, tea strainer or coffee strainer. You can take that. If you don't have a filter paper, you can take a strainer. If you don't have a strainer, you can take at least any cotton cloth. So using this cotton cloth, filter paper and strainer, we can the remove the what is that, dried leaves and papers from the impure water. How? You have to take one glass tumbler and keep the strainer on the glass tumbler. Pour the impure water into the strainer. The strainer trap the dried leaves and papers. So we are collected the pure water into another glass tumbler. Look at this image. Here I took a conical flask instead of glass tumbler, and funnel and filter paper in an upper beaker containing for impure water. When I pour this impure water into filter paper, it filtered the impurities and it passed the pure water into conical flask. While pouring tea into a cup, we generally use a strainer so that the tea leaves do not fall into the cup. We know that when we are pouring tea into a cup, the tea leaves do not fall into the cup because of the strainer trap the tea leaves from the tea. The tea collect in the cup. We are collecting the tea in the cup. This is known as filtration. Filtration is a tiny insoluble particles by passing it through different filters. The purified water is collected into a container and stored. The next method is the sedimentation and decantation. So sand and stone are removed by the sedimentation and decantation method. So first what you do, you have to take a glass of water and pour the sand in it and let the solution stand for 15 minutes. After some time has passed, sand settle down at the bottom of the glass, which can be removed to obtain clear water. And take the glass and slowly pour the clear water into different glass. For sedimentation process, what you do? You have to take a glass tumbler. In a glass tumbler contains sand and also stone. You have to keep this glass tumbler for few hours. After some time, you have to see that the sand and stone are settled at the bottom of the glass tumbler. Now you have to take one more tumbler. Without disturbing the sedimentation tumbler, you have to pour the water from this tumbler into another container. So from this we can remove the sand and stone from the impure water. And look at this picture. The first picture, the sand, there is a beaker, it contains sand and water. In second picture, the sedimented water is poured into another container. This process is called decantation. The process by which an insoluble impurity such as sand is separated from water by letting it settle is called sedimentation. The process by which the clear water is poured into another container is called decantation. However, it should be noted that water is still impure to drink as it many contains germs and bacteria. When we are poured the sedimented water into another container, this water also contain many bacteria and germs. It is still impure to drink, so you should not drink this water. The next method is a boiling method, and boiling is the simplest and most common method of purifying water. So this process is used to kill many germs and bacteria that contaminate water. It takes about 20 minutes to kill the germs by boiling, depending on the quantity of water. At least you have to keep the water 20 minutes. Then only the bacteria and germs present in the water will kill. Usually, water is boiled till the bubbles form on the surface. When the bubbles form on the surface, here the bacteria are started to killing. So boiled water should be stored in clean vessels. If maybe 1 liter of water or 2 liter of water or up to 10 liter of water, we can boil the water by using gas stoves. If maybe 1000 liters of water or 2000 liters of water, how we can kill the bacteria and germs present in that water? Using the chlorination method, we can kill the bacteria and germs from that water. So boiling is one of the simplest method, and it is only used for small quantity of the water. The next method is a chlorination. CHLORINATION, chlorination. The chlorination method is also used to kill germs, bacteria present in the water. You know that the germs, bacteria that cause waterborne diseases. So these germs and bacteria are killed by the process of chlorination. So what is meant by the chlorination process? Chlorine is added to tap water or other water sources as a gas or as tablet. Chlorine is toxic to the germs and bacteria. In chlorination process, we can add chlorine tablet or chlorine gas into tap water or tank water. And this chlorine tablet and gas are toxic for bacteria and germs, but it is non-toxic for human beings. It does not affect the human beings. It can affect only the bacteria and germs present in the water. It kill only the bacteria and germs. So using this chlorination method, we can kill the bacteria and germs present in the large quantity of water. Instead of boiling, we can use the chlorination method. So we need to drink water to survive. However, most water on earth cannot be used directly and needs to be purified. So therefore, we should save water and be careful about how we store and use it. Dear students, I hope you understand filtration method, sedimentation method, decantation method, boiling method and chlorination method. And I discussed activity also. In first tumbler, you have to use filter paper or strainer or cotton cloth. You can remove the dried leaves and paper from the impure water. You have to take a photo and send to me. In second tumbler, use sedimentation and decantation process. In a third tumbler, you can use boiling method. Take a photo and send to me, and what are the words you have learned from this activity. You have to write and send to me to my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you for watching.